My name is Leah Sopiato. I'm the founder of Maasai Women Against Violence development organization, an organization founded in 2004 to empower Maasai women economically through arts and to advocate for girl child education in the Maasai community. A lot of girls in the Maasai community are not given equal opportunities for schooling as boys, and so a lot of girls drop out of school and they go through a practice called the female genital mutilation, and after that they are married off at the ages of maybe between 10 and 15 years. We came up with this organization to help these girls enroll to school, and not only enrolling in school but also completing their primary and secondary education and even to college level, so that they can get employment and be able to take care of themselves and their families. A lot of women in the Maasai community have not had a formal education, and those of them who've been to school are victims of the female genital mutilation and school dropout. So a lot of them cannot access formal employment, and so the only business they can engage in is maybe beadwork, the making of Maasai artifacts and selling of them to make a living out of that. And so Maasai women have been working on improving the livelihoods of women and the Maasai girls especially, and we've seen a lot of Maasai girls, most of them are not going through female genital mutilation. A lot of them have gone through primary education and completed high school, and we've seen that as a great achievement to the Maasai Women Against Violence development organization. Our main focus now is provision of clean drinking water to the community, because this community, as we see here, is called the Oldanyati community, and there is not a single watering point here or clean water here. People go fetch water at the river, and it's a seasonal river. They can only get water in the rainy seasons, but after the rainy season is over and the drought comes in, they don't have any water for drinking. And so a lot of children here suffer from waterborne diseases, and that's why Maasai Women is now focusing on providing clean water for these people of this area. And so where I'm standing right now is where we're going to have to dig a borehole, and this borehole is going to provide clean drinking water for this community, and not only for the people, and also for the cows and the goats for this area. And also, apart from that, we're also going to focus on agriculture as another source of livelihood, because these people have only been dependent on the cows and the goats. And so this when the drought time comes, these cows and the goats die from lack of water for drinking and lack of pastures. And we want now to take our focus into agriculture, because when we get this water, these people can engage in agricultural activities, like they can grow crops like potatoes, beans, and corn, and this will help them, and even vegetables, and this will help them not only their health, but it will help their economic status, because they'll stop depending on the livestock which is there today in the rainy season and is not there tomorrow when the rain is not there. And so this will actually improve the livelihoods of the people of this community. This will also help a lot in women engaging in income generation activities, because a lot of time women use like 60% of their time looking and searching for clean water, which they don't even get at times. They walk long distances to go and look for water, but at times when they go get that water, it's not clean water. And so this will cut down the distance that the women go, and it will concentrate more on income generating activities. Also, a lot of children don't go to in the dry season, they don't go to school because they have to stay home when their parents go look for water. Others also move from this area to go to live in places where there is water, and so they move with the children, and a lot of times the children drop from school. In the creation of this borehole here, children will have an opportunity to go to school and not to drop at any point, because this water will supply the area in a lifetime. So basically that is what we are doing now. It's very expensive, and we call upon well-wishers and donors to fund this project and to help us bring clean water to this community, and to make this community to a different level of economic and health-wise.
Mama, Saba.
Mama, Saba. so there ain't any water coming out of this shallow well. That's why we have to dig 230 meters to get sufficient water that can last a lifetime. Otherwise, when the well is shallow like this one, it dries up within a certain period of time. Like this one lasted 2 years and it dried up. Oldanyati community get their water from. You can see how the water looks like. This is where they fetch their drinking water. This is where they fetch their water to clean their clothes and to bathe with. And as you see that this well is not protected or anything. You can even see the footsteps of the animals, the cows and the goats, because they also drink from the same well. As a result of this, we have a lot of waterborne diseases in children and even in adults. And so this is exactly the water that they use for their daily consumption. And as it is, you can see that the community is large, and so people walk for a long distance to come and get this water for their consumption. Standing was a well for the Oldanyati community, but as you can see, it's completely dried up. You can see the footsteps of the animals try to get the little water that is remaining there, which is not enough. I don't even think we can qualify to call it water as it is right now. But as it is, the well is also dried up. God is going to help us to come to bring it to a conclusion. We're going to drill 230 meters below the ground. That's why we're going to have to reach sufficient water to supply this community and other communities neighboring this one. This is because right now we've just had the rains here, and so the area is all beautiful and green. But when the drought comes, this is an arid area, and so everything dries up. So we're going to have to drill 230 meters. That's a lot of meters, and it's very expensive. But it's very expensive because they charge per meter, and to dig 1 meter costs from 6,000 Kenya shillings to 7,000 US dollar to 7,000 Kenya shillings, which is equivalent to around 75 to 90 US dollars per meter. And again, after drilling this borehole, we'll have to put a pump inside to pump the water up, and then we'll have again to have a generator, because in this area there's no electricity, and we got to have a generator that is going to pump up the water, and then we'll have the pump house, and then we have the watering place to build a trough for the cows and the goats to feed from. We want to install a tank where people can draw the water from there, and so it's an expensive project. The whole project will cost us $29,000 US dollars. And we trust that you will continue supporting this project and giving more towards this project so that we can all successfully bring clean water to the Oldanyati community. And we urge you all to continue supporting us, to continue giving tirelessly and endlessly to this project, because you might be giving small, but you don't know how tremendous that will be to the people that will receive this clean water and change their lives through this experience of getting clean water and close to